So I'm back again, and now I'm onto the April page for the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and this is my background page, so we'll be covering the background in this video. And I have found myself a piece of quilt. I'd say it's probably about, it's not old, but it is well worn and well loved. It was actually one of my daughters. They had quilts on their bed when they were at home, and this is a piece of their old quilt. It's got age to it. I may not need this, but I don't particularly want it as my background because it's so washed out, which is really lovely. But it's going opposite my butterfly page, which is not washed out. And so that, I think it's kind of going to look a bit dirty opposite that page, isn't it? So what I thought I would do was have a brighter background, maybe Rachel just used a piece of quilt on her background, and I think I will do that. I think I will do what Rachel is doing this time around and not use the quilt on the background, but use it as part of the little cottage, because our prompts are, what are they? I've got it. Old quilt and country cottage for April. So I want a little bit of brightness in the background, and I was just looking when we did that. This little piece here would blend in lovely with the page next to it because it's got the pinky reds in it. So I might just use that, but I do want something else on the background. So, but that part for my little cottage. I don't know how big I want it, but I'm thinking of a background at the moment. So let's have a look. Oh, I really liked the green on the last page I used. I really did like that. So maybe I could use a little bit of the green down the bottom. Almost like the grass, perhaps. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I really did like that. So maybe a little bit of green. Let me keep in frame here. That part there, or part of that part there, is my little cottage. I need something in the background, so what about I have a bit of this. Oh, we're getting a bit loud though, aren't we? This is, I think it's an old apron, to be honest. That might be a bit too bright. Maybe I don't need a lot of this. Oh, I know what I can do. Maybe I can use it and it can look a little bit like a fence going across the piece. So I don't need to use a lot, do I? Let's have a look. No. Oh, I keep going for this, but I've used it so many times. Got that. This is really dark. Maybe it's too dark. Oh, the pom-poms there, but I don't want that. might be a bit too, I think that's a bit too loud for this. I don't want it to end up looking like a circus or anything. Well, that's too dark. What about, I could use a bit of this and have the pom-poms hanging off the bottom like that. So it's like that. I'll give you a general idea. Like that, and have some pom-poms hanging off. We haven't got anything really hanging around at the moment, have we? Maybe that doesn't need to come on here then. But we're getting very dark again, and I wanted it brighter. I did, so no. Let's say no to that. Although I could use a bit of it. Couldn't I? No, I could use normal pom-pom if I wanted to do that. So no, no, maybe. Okay, let's have a look. What have I got here? What's that? What's that? Oh, I've got that. Oh. So maybe I could something like that. And that. How big do I want this? I want it a bit bigger than that, don't I? Do I? Yeah. That. Maybe. Like that. It's on the right hand side, so I could put that there. I need a little roof, although that's, oh, I could move it down like that. Okay, okay, I need a darker roof. No. That, did I pull that out before? No, I don't think it's not heavy enough to what's the word, balance it, I don't think. Oh, what's that? Is that too bright? That was there with it as well. And these, I think, are from the Forage. I wish that was a smaller print. That might not work nice as a little, oh, that could work nice, couldn't it? A little bit of that for the roof. Yes, okay. Look, it's off an old skirt. Yeah, Forage by Lisa Matic. Okay, it's got a little hem there, so we could use that. So it's quite thick, isn't it? But I could pad a little bit behind here as well, just to make it. So I kind of want it across there. Let's have a look. All right. Maybe the darker piece. Oh, there's a thought. Okay. Like that. Oops, sounds like my husband's home. Oh, I have to come back. Something like that. Maybe not as big. Okay, I'm back. And I just realised something. Here I am fiddling with the house, but it's actually background week, isn't it? So, but I guess we need the house to sort of work out the background a little bit. I don't really want it too plain, so I'm just having a look to see what I've got. Oh, no. Everything I like is more towards the creamy tones rather than a brighter shade this time around. I can go for creamy things next time around. I kind of want to leave this, get this a little bit bright. Oh, what's that doing there? We're going to get lost. Oh. I had all this outside this morning. And it's beautiful. Oh, what's that? We've used that before, haven't we? But it's nice and it's bright. It just falls right in the centre there, doesn't it? Which is a shame because it would be... Oh, hang on. I could do that. Could do that, like that. And like... That could go like that. And I could add my own flowers. I wonder if I could do that on that side like that. Because, of course, I don't really need it behind there, do I? And that could go like that. A bit more like that. Oh my goodness. That. Like that. And then that could go there. And that could go there. Like that. Up here. I wonder if that would... And have it like that. That way we're still I could bring it down just a little bit. We're still staying quite bright in places, but it's also introducing a bit of the creaminess as well. Yeah. Don't want that right in the middle. I kind of like it over to the side a bit. That's the outside. I could put something. Oh, hang on. Where is it? I spotted it a minute ago and I thought, no, I won't use that. But I could, I guess, use it. I wonder if I could just use a little bit behind there. Maybe. Like it only has to be a strip. Or it could go that way, because these stripes are going the other way, aren't they? About there. Like that. Oh. And that's got the creaminess in it too, hasn't it? I thought I might have had I do have a brighter one, but I'm not sure if I put it in this thing or not. So, like that. Like that. That like that. And that like that. And I'll put a bit of padding or something behind that. This is not my... the style isn't really mine, but that's okay. That's okay for me. Like that. Bring that down just a little bit. I know I don't have much of that fabric. In fact, that may be the last piece. I'm not 100% sure. So I don't want to lose it, but that one's longer than that one. So, like that. I wonder if that should come down and that should be more there like that. And then that across the bottom like a little fence line, but you're looking over the fence into, well, it could be like that. Put it there. What could be here? Can you see it? Like that. I wonder if I could just put the pom-poms. Would they be silly there? I don't know. They're woolly pom-poms. They're not my favourite kind of pom-poms, but trying to think. I don't know why I need to make a picture out of everything. I feel like I have to for some reason. I've got that. I used this on the inside cover. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this. I could put a bit of that over there. That's quite nice, isn't it? Hey? That is quite nice. I quite like that. There. And there. So let's just trim that up. Use a piece of that. Whoops, we've lost it. I like that. How much? I only need about half of it. A bit more than half, just to be on the safe side. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. It can be sometimes dangerous ripping some of the older ones, because they kind of fray away to nothing if you're not careful. We don't want to lose it all. Look at that. That. Oh, I think that. I quite like that, and that's actually a bit more than the background, isn't it? But I think that's okay. The girls, they started fiddling with their little houses as well, so that's okay. I'm quite happy, I think, with that. I mean, they always change, don't they? They just always change anyway. I'll leave it. And that should look fine next to the other one. Oh, look. Isn't that beautiful? I love this stuff. Done. Oh, I need a little door, don't I? I need a little door. Put that back in there. It's too tempting just to put that on. Where's my book gone? Oh, sliding away. Okay. So that it should look fine. Oh, look at that. So it'll be like that. That'll go nice. Although that green is right next to that. But I don't think that matters, because that one's going that way. That one's going that way. Plus I tend to have little flowers and things coming up. I think that will be fine. A little chimney. Okay, let's put that away. I need a little chimney, I think. It's fine. That might be a bit too dark. Not really. I could use a little bit of that, couldn't I? Oh, that might be a best. A little bit better there. I'm going to cut a bit off. There we go. Far too much, of course. Too big. There. Like that. And a door. That's what we were going to do. Find a door. What colour door? Could have an oval door, like an arched door. This is composition. I don't need to be doing that. I'm just, all right, let's just remove the house for the time being. Put it over there nice and safe. Okay, this is the background. So this is what I'm doing today. So I need to pin all this on. And I haven't done anything for my cover yet. I know, I think Rachel did her spine, started working on her spine, and Sarah started working on a wrap, I think she said it was, closure. But I haven't started. I've been really busy, so it was lucky I just finished the March page. I'm happy with that at the moment, but there's time to work on those other things anyway. I'll put this on perhaps when I do the house. That pin is very crooked, it can go. So this will be my background. I will stitch all that on. Invisible stitch them all on first, which is what I've been doing to all my pages. Okay, I will do that and then I'll be back. Alright, so I've invisible stitched all that on. And I just had a thought. I was going to stitch that on, but I might wait until I put the house on in the composition. But I just had a thought. I used to have this beautiful, beautiful green tulle, and I don't think I have any left of it. It's really old. It was actually from a costume my daughter once had, and it was just beautiful. But I do have this, and it's like a mushroomy kind of colour, or taupe, I guess you could say. And I think I might put some of this on there, but you've got to kind of, you know, scrunch it up. You don't want it too don't want it too straight. That's the word we're looking for. So, you know, pull it, distort it just a little bit like that, and then straighten it a bit. And I might just put a bit of that under there so that when I put some of this on, it kind of just comes out the top. But I only want to kind of stitch it across here so that perhaps I can slide that. Where was that going? Down there. Like that. And then that up there like that. Is that what I was going to do? Now I can't remember. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'll put some of that on next time when I put the green on. I'll have to think about it. I'll cut another strip as well and then put it away. I don't know. Look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of scissors out there now. Okay, so I've got some tulle here. Because I do like to add tulle. I've done that for years and years and years, just in any craft, not just this slow stitching. I've done it in normal crafts, I've done it in stitching, I've done it in my journals. I just love to add bits of tulle or netting to things, so perhaps it could go under like that, and then that could come up, and then that could be I don't know whether to put the house on top or underneath. I can't remember how I had it. Like that. Because it's quite big, I think it needs to go on top. I do. So I've stitched that on. What I did was I tucked this under the edge of the stripe one, so the stripe one can act like it's a little gate. And then I cut another section. See, there's the other one underneath there. I cut another little section of the green and just made it look like the posts were a bit higher, a little curve, and that can act like a little garden gate. And I purposely stitched this much tighter here, as if that's like a little pathway going. And then when I put my house on it to have a look, the house was far, far too big. So I've been having a little play, and I know this isn't background, but it kind of gives you an idea. I cut the quilt down a little bit to more that size. And that's that darker fabric that I use for the chimney. I've just flipped it over so it's not quite so dark for the little door, like that, and then a little chimney there, I think, and that's the roof. But I wasn't happy. I'm still not happy with the house. I think it's the actual style of it. I mean, I like it, but I'm not completely loving it. So, what I thought, when I cut this in half, of course, well, there was another piece next to it, so I cut it into a different shape. I just cut the little corner bits off, and I thought, what about that? Like, what about, you know, and give it that sort of shape. I may have to cut the roof down just a little bit. And give it that sort of shape. And I think I like that a bit better. Something along those lines, and then I can have like little cobbles leading into the distance to this house. I think the roof still needs some work on it. Just needs, I don't know, and cut a little bit off perhaps to make it like that way I can keep the quilt. I kept wanting to get rid of the quilty bit, but we've got to, you know, that's part of it. Cut those little wing parts off there. I don't know, but that's next week's anyway. I'll put those to one side and I can work on that next week. But that's my background page for this week. I had fun doing that. The little gate is not stitched on yet because I think that'll come more with composition anyway, along with the house. So there you go. There's my background page, and it gives me a few days to think about what, well, if I get a chance to think about my little cottage. I'd like a little, like a little whitewashed cottage, but I think it'll blend into the background too much. That's the only thing. Like, and a darker roof. I could still use the red for the roof. Like, let's do it right, shall we? I can fold that over like that. Bit of strength on the side. Something like that. And then having, see, there's the old big door. Oh. There's some little bits that I cut out there. That could be like, I might have to work on that a little bit more. Like, something like that. Quite like that. Yes, quite like that. I fixed the roof up properly. And a little well, I think they go right on the edge, don't they? Like, a little chimney or something. Like that. Oh, yes, I think I'm enjoying that one a little bit more. It could even come over. Could even come over more to the centre, where the path is sort of leading to, because it's a bit smaller. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I do. Alright, I'll leave it at that. So apart from the cottage, that's my background. I do need to do some running stitching on the background, but I wanted to get a feel for what it's going to look like first. I thought what I might do, instead of doing the white on this and the beige on that, what I might do is use the beige, but just continue it down onto the white. Oh, and I found this little bit of beautiful antique lace. It was over there in my little catch-all, and I think it will go beautifully there. It's got a little bit missing on it, so it goes around that flower, so that's perfect, and I like the look of that, so that will go there as well. I might just pin that on so I don't forget. There, like that. Yes, I think I'm much happier with that. Okay, I will see you next week in the next video. I think most of the composition's done now. It doesn't matter. I may change my mind by then. Bye.